This lone man is tired of staring at his home state through a windshield. I want you all to feel my dread and apply it to your own surroundings. Or if you're also from Kentucky, then you must agree with everything I say. Well, I've lived here my whole life, spending a lot of my childhood being barefoot and racist. Once I put on some shoes for the first time, those impure thoughts vanished. Ah yes, Kentucky. A redneck reference only made after the Alabama and Texas options have been exhausted. Or I'm just experiencing state bias. Over the years, I've heard people say, well, the grass isn't really blue here. But it actually was back in the day before the coal mining jobs started disappearing. You see, the unemployment opportunity granted landowners plenty of free time to frolic in their yards, thus causing discoloration. This here state was founded in 1996 upon my birth. Anything before that was prehistoric Civil War bullshit. Speaking of which, the Derby is the lamest tradition in human history, yet the greatest in horse history. It began back in 1872 when Lewis and Clark's love child went to France and saw some midgets humping horses. Somehow he decided to make that into a race. Of course though, we got plenty of trucks on the road, tons of thick ones. Whenever I see them approaching in the rear view, I'm reminded of a woman with an ass so fat you can see it from the front. So when I'm stuck behind these trucks, road rage is replaced with sexual frustration. I might fuck around and get shot one day. Well, I can rest easy knowing that shotgun weddings don't exist anymore, because everybody has a shotgun now, not just fathers of whores. Oh, I must clarify that we don't bang our cousins or sisters here. Actually, scratch that. I heard my uncle did the latter, so never mind. Meanwhile, Mitch McConnell is probably my dad. He's been fucking everybody in my state for so long, you just never know. I'm kidding. I don't even know his favorite positions. What a terrible son I am. Alright, let's talk Confederate flags, Confederate bumper stickers, Confederate birthmarks, you name it, we got it. Motherfuckers even took the Punisher and made him angry about controversial topics. Who are you trying to intimidate? I don't think Kentucky has a very well-known mafia. Then I learned about the cornbread mafia, which I feel like I've probably heard about before but was too high to remember. Apparently it's the biggest weed bust to happen in the US. Good. Keep it illegal. I'm trying to lay off the pot. I already see CBD dispensaries popping up around here, and I'm tempted to rob them for their weak drugs. We do grow a lot of tobacco and bourbon. Both burn my throat equally. I've driven by many of these fields and distilleries, and I'm always curious about how these places operate without becoming a raging party. I'm guessing they have plenty of guards with machetes and rusty rifles to keep their employees in line, similar to KFC plantations. Now, I gotta mention that the streets are not riddled with KFC. Instead, we have been taken over by McDonald's, just like everywhere else. What other state can brag about having their name in a fast food place? I mean, what other fat-ass state would take pride in that shit like we do? A bunch of dumb savages we are in this red state. We even have a red versus blue conflict, though it's the common war between state versus city sport teams that only sometimes escalates in couch burning. Grown men literally get into fights over what other men do on a field. Now there is a slavery joke in there, but I better end this before my shoes come back off.